Hey everybody, my name is Lowell and welcome to the channel. So I know we've been doing a lot of British videos and we've been doing a lot of American videos. I thought we'd highlight some places in Australia this time. So this is going to be 18 most beautiful places to visit in Australia. Now, this is obviously their list they put together. This is not my list. So if you have any different ones, let me know in the comment section. So let's jump in and let's do this video, shall we? Australia. Wow, that's loud. Let's turn that down a bit.
Welcome back, folks, to a brand new video.
The world's smallest continent and the largest island, Australia is literally a traveller's paradise.
That looks
From
good, doesn't it?
Aboriginal tribes to harsh landscapes, national parks, stunning beaches, and some of the best destinations for surfing. Australia has it all. So let's take a look at 18 beautiful places to visit in Australia.
Sydney.
Number 1, Whitsunday Islands. A cluster.
Wait, why did it just say Sydney? Whitsundays in Queensland. Completely different place. Okay, that was a weird segue, but anyway. Whitsunday is beautiful. Up north in Queensland. Beautiful, beautiful spot.
Of islands located off the Queensland coast. And Whitsundays offers everything you'd expect from a tropical paradise. Turquoise waters that meet swirling white sands and beautiful secluded beaches. And part of Whitsundays and in the heart of the Great Barrier Reef lies Hamilton Island, one of Australia's most spectacular and sought after holiday destinations.
Very expensive as well. Very expensive.
Surrounded by pristine white beaches and a mix of coral and marine life. So Hamilton Island is a perfect base for exploring the world famous Whitehaven Beach. Number 2, Fraser Island.
Hey!
At 76 miles long and 14 miles wide, Fraser Island, the world.
I used to live directly across the ocean. About, I don't know, 20 minutes on a boat from Fraser Island. I grew up in Hervey Bay, so I've been to Fraser Island. I can't even count how many times. We used to go there for school holidays. Actually, with school camps and stuff, we used to go to Fraser Island. Beautiful part of the country, as I said, directly. I could see Fraser Island from my house. Beautiful part of the world too.
The largest sand island offers one of Australia's most unique four-wheel drive adventures. Even the highway is actually a beach. A 75-mile beach. But you'll find lush rainforests growing on top of sand dunes, over 100 freshwater lakes and creeks, wild dingoes, spectacular sandstone cliffs, and one of the best places to see baby humpback whales.
I remember I took the family there on a 4-drive holiday in September. You come out, you park behind the dunes, you know, they have the camp behind the dunes, and you come out in the morning, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever, just as the sun is rising, and you can actually see the whales going past the water in the ocean. Such a beautiful spot. It is such a beautiful spot.
Now these are just a few of the reasons why this UNESCO World Heritage Island is one of the top places in Australia.
That's the Mahino wreck. Not much of it left now. It was getting towed back to Japan, I think it was. And it, you know, broke its tow rope and ended up on the beach in Fraser Island. Many, many moons ago. Mahino, that's called.
Number 3, Sydney.
That's a beautiful
spot.
This
is probably most likely the place that you will head to first.
Okay.
And as this first city to bring in the new year, Sydney is a fantastic destination with enough to see and do to keep you completely busy for your whole holiday. You can catch a performance at the world-renowned Sydney Opera House, or take photos of the Harbour Bridge. But if you're even more adventurous, you can climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge for those spectacular 360 views of the city. The activities are endless, and even for a day in nature, you can explore the nearby Blue Mountains, which comes next. But don't forget to visit the famous Bondi Beach, one of Sydney's most iconic locations. And after you've enjoyed Bondi, you can take a walk to Bronte, which is a much smaller beach, but it has a wonderful backdrop of steep cliffs.
Like any big city, you know, obviously Sydney's our biggest city. Very expensive to go there. I've been there a couple of times. Too busy. Way too busy for me. I mean, it's okay to visit if you're visiting. Obviously, it's Opera House and whatever else. So...
Number 4,
Blue Mountains. Okay.
Named after the blue haze emanating from the many eucalyptus trees, the Blue Mountains National Park is yet another UNESCO World Heritage Site in the beautiful country of Australia. Just 32 miles from Sydney, a visit to the unforgettable Blue Mountains is the perfect day trip from Sydney. You'll also be able to see the Three Sisters Rock Formation, which is the most popular attraction in the Blue Mountains, and it offers the most iconic view of the national park. You can also ride the scenic railway and skyway, hiking, rock climbing. These are literally just a few of the things that you can do here.
Looks wonderful
Number 5,
up there.
Great Barrier Reef. The world's largest barrier reef system, composed of over 300 individual reefs and 900 islands, stretching a little more than distance from New York City to Miami. Truly a natural world wonder. A few of the ways to explore are to go diving, taking a scenic flight over the reef to get a bird's eye view, or even enjoy a luxury catamaran tour. So if you are near Whitsundays, Lady Elliot and Lady Musgrave, these are also great places to explore the Great Barrier Reef from.
Wonderful place.
Number
Oh,
6,
Gold Coast.
Gold
Okay.
Coast.
So Gold Coast is just south of where I am in Brisbane. Beautiful spot. Beautiful spot down there at Gold Coast.
With a coastline that stretches for 60 miles, a booming nightlife, and some of the best beaches in Australia, which is one of the reasons why you would go. The Gold Coast attracts millions of people every year just to soak up the sun and try their luck at surfing. The Gold Coast, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the top surfing destinations in Australia and a great place to learn.
Nice place down there.
Number 7, Melbourne.
I do like Melbourne. I've been there a couple of times. Within the city limits, they have free transport, so it's very easy to get around. Very walkable city as well. I do like Melbourne. I must say, I like Melbourne much better than Sydney.
Now, this has actually been voted as one of the world's most livable cities, but also Australia's coolest city, with vintage shops and graffiti-covered back streets, plenty of quirky cafes, so you know the coffee is good, and hidden bars with hipster vibes. So Melbourne kind of deserves a spot on your Australian holiday itinerary list. Whether you want to eat your way through the incredible food scene, admire all the street art, or catch a game in the sports capital of Australia, the city has plenty to see and do.
That the building there on the left, you can see that's Flinders Street train station. Wonderful building, wonderful old building.
Number 8, Port
Wow,
Douglas.
we're all over the place. Holy moly.
crazy tropical weather, the beautiful 4-mile beach, plenty of luxurious accommodation, and lush natural surroundings. These are just some of the things that will make you head towards the small town of Port Douglas. Just a 1-hour scenic drive from Cairns. And it will give you a more laid-back small town vibe compared to its neighbour. But it's also very close to the Great Barrier Reef. I think Port Douglas is actually the perfect base for anyone who wants fast access to these natural wonders.
Nice place up there,
Number
Port
9,
Douglas.
the Great Ocean Road and 12
That's
Apostles.
excellent. My wife and I have driven the Great Ocean Road. The views from there are spectacular. Spectacular. I loved it.
The Great Ocean Road.
Because when you're driving it, sorry, stopping it all the time, but when you're driving it, you don't see the view. And then you come around the corner and it opens up and it's just like, oh my God, it is so wonderful.
Is one of the most scenic drives in the world.
Yeah.
The 243-kilometre drive from Torquay to Allansford.
Is that car going backwards? What the?
Takes you mostly along the coast. Will you be completely surprised of the natural rock formations, such as the must-visit 12 Apostles, the most famous section of the Great Ocean Road. And it features an amazing collection of rock formations known as the 12 Apostles, which have been carved out of the headland by the fierce waves of the Southern Ocean.
It's a wonderful spot down there.
Number 10, Kakadu National Park. Half the size of Switzerland and Australia's largest national park, Kakadu's abundance of natural wonders, wildlife and rich Aboriginal culture makes this UNESCO World Heritage Park literally impossible to pass up. With natural swimming pools and waterfalls with stunning backdrops like the popular Jim Jim Falls or even the Aboriginal rock art that's 20,000 years old. It's home to 1/3 of Australia's bird species, so Kakadu is one of the best places to see Australia's wildlife. Number 11, Uluru. I'm pretty sure that you've seen this, but Australia's most iconic landmark and undoubtedly the symbol of Australia's outback, Uluru is one of the greatest natural wonders in the world. Towering over the flat desert plain at 348 meters and over 500 million years old. It's quite a sight to see. And a must-have experience while visiting is actually watching one of the world's largest monoliths, Uluru, change colours during sunset and sunrise.
It actually snows sometimes out there, Uluru. Not very often, but it has snowed out there before. Bit of a change, you know, if you're out there visiting in the outback and it starts snowing.
Number 12, Byron Bay. Now, we mentioned earlier about the Gold Coast, but this well-known laid-back coastal town can offer the perfect opportunity to kick back, relax, and also enjoy the waves. The bay is also known as a wellness destination. You can catch some of the best surfing breaks in the country, and you will also love the close access to 7 nature reserves. So, some people prefer Byron Bay for its natural charm and its so-called tranquility, while others opt for the Gold Coast.
Never been to Byron. Driven past it, I've never been there though.
Number 13, Broome. So this is one of the country's most remote holiday destinations in Western Australia, where you can go and escape the crowds to relax and appreciate nature. Never been to Byron. Driven past it, I've never been there though. Number 14, Broome. So this is one of the country's most remote holiday destinations in Western Australia, where you can go and escape the crowds to relax and appreciate nature. You can go on camel rides along Cable Beach at sunset, or you can witness the most unusual yet spectacular natural phenomenon known as the staircase to the moon. Broome is also the perfect gateway
Staircase to the moon? I've never heard of that. What the heck is that?
to explore the nearby natural wonders in the Kimberley region, such as the gravity-defying horizontal falls.
In between the... Okay.
Number 14.
Noosa. Okay.
So just 2 hours from Brisbane is Queensland's seaside haven, Noosa.
I can't remember how many times I've been to Noosa. The only thing with Noosa is it is so busy. So busy. It is ridiculous. It used to be a sleepy little country town when I was a kid, but now it's ridiculous. It's kind of like the Gold Coast, but squished into a smaller portion. It is it's very, very busy. Very busy.
National
very
parks
expensive
and reserves
as well.
surround its boundaries.
Very expensive.
And award-winning restaurants and cafes and bars all dot along the main street. But it also has stunning beaches with world-renowned surfing breaks that make up its coastline, meaning that Noosa might be small, but it certainly packs a punch with plenty of activities for everyone. But don't forget that you can visit one of the only 2 Everglades systems in the world. Number 15. Frasers Range. Now imagine dusty red scenic roads, ancient cliffs, dramatic gorges, rich Aboriginal history, and abundance of wildlife. Frasers Range is Australia's most accessible outback area and offers the best 4-wheel drive adventures in the country. The main attraction here is a natural crater-like amphitheatre, where you can explore this natural phenomenon either on a scenic flight or by hiking to the rim. Number 16.
Oh, Kangaroo Island. Okay.
Kangaroo Island. Boasting over 300 miles of picturesque coastline, pristine beaches, delicious food, and fascinating natural attractions. Kangaroo Island should not be missed.
Oh, little echidna.
This is where you can see koalas sleeping in eucalyptus trees, kangaroos hopping along the beautiful landscapes, and possibly sea lions chilling on the white sandy beaches. But some of the must-visit attractions are Admiral's Arch and Flinders Chase National Park. Number 17. Daintree National Park.
I just put a post up in our community page on YouTube about this park. This is the oldest rainforest in the world, so Daintree.
Just a 2-hour drive from Cairns, along the coast of Queensland lies the oldest rainforest in the world, Daintree National Park. At over 180 million years old, this rainforest is older than the Amazon in Brazil. So to give you even more reason to visit, Daintree is also the only place in the world where 2 natural World Heritage Sites meet, the Reef and rainforest. So from walks through the rainforest to swimming holes and beaches, this is a destination for those of you who enjoy incredible nature. Number 18.
Nice.
Atherton Tablelands. Now this region in Queensland is definitely worth considering for a list of beautiful places to visit. A vast area that's known for its lush rainforests, scenic landscapes, unique wildlife, and a few waterfalls. But it offers a different experience compared to coastal destinations like the Great Barrier Reef or the Whitsundays. So this region, if you have the time, will provide you with an opportunity to go on so many explorations, swimming in clear mountain streams, exploring deep craters, and enjoying the wonderful waterfalls.
Now, remember, if you're swimming in any water past Gladstone in Queensland, do not swim in the water. That's when the crocs will get you. Do not do it. Trust me. Trust me.
So if you have the time to explore, this is one of the best regions to do it.
Looks nice though.
And there you have it, folks. That was Australia. Plenty of things to do if it's your first time visiting the country. Lots of natural wonders, hiking opportunities, and of course, one of the best places to learn how to surf. Thanks for watching. Thanks for those of you who support the channel, and I will see you all on the next one. As always, be good, be kind, and be careful. Peace.
So, I spend a lot of time on this channel kind of looking out, you know, looking Britain, Asia, America, South America, you know, it's nice to kind of look in for a while, you know, and kind of reacquaint myself with how beautiful and how wonderful our country is here in Australia. Some of those places, you know, a lot of them are in Queensland, the state I live in. Wonderful, wonderful beaches here that we have. As I said, you know, I grew up just across the road from Fraser Island. So Hervey Bay is actually called the whale watch capital of the world because we get the whales in between Fraser Island and Hervey Bay every year. So, but it's nice to kind of appreciate your own country. Nice to see some of those places that I haven't been. Some of them I have been. Very lucky to be able to travel to them. I haven't seen Uluru. It's definitely on my list. Haven't been to Kakadu. I would love to do that as well. A bit of fishing up there, get some barramundi and stuff. But yeah, some places just look absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And that's only 18, and that's a very, very small number of places to visit here. But like, you know, places like Daintree, I'd love to go up the north of Queensland. But you got to remember that Queensland is twice the size of Texas, so it's a big bloody state. So, you know, just to say, oh yeah, it's up north, and you know, it's a long way away. So, but definitely on my list to visit. So, let me know if you want to come to Australia. Let me know if you want to visit any of those places. Let me know down there in the comment section, guys. Thank you very much for joining us today. Make sure you stay safe, and I'll definitely see you in the next reaction video. Oh, you're still here? You want more content? Why don't you check out my Patreon down here? You'll get plenty more content and some exclusive videos over there too. If not, why not check out this one over here?